Hello everybody, welcome to the FAFFCast. I'm your host, Garode, and my co-host here, sorry, Evan.
Hello.
Daniel.
Hello.
Callum.
Guten Tag.
Blake.
Hello.
And of course, Liam.
Yeah.
And we can hear him now! Yeah! Round of applause, guys, round of applause.
Exciting time.
Good job, Liam. We're fucking. Oh man, that was amazing. That was just.
10
you.
up
Yeah.
for what?
I finally
man,
managed to
that was-
speak.
Liam. That was.
This is our
wow.
second episode
Why
in
are we
this
only one who's
podcast.
clapping?
Today,
Why are we
today,
The
Well,
only one
Garode
that
will
uploaded
add in
Liam
claps
for his
afterwards
amazing.
and shit.
I just got attacked by a mountain lion.
Clap go off.
Clap sound effect.
but today we just uploaded our first episode podcast, which was, honestly, it was an experience, shall we say,
okay.
of getting
Already
it.
raking in the fat
Can
side.
we have another round of applause?
Whoa!
I'm not back into that.
Oh,
yeah.
Sick of this.
Yeah,
Let's
wow.
go.
Oh man.
Two clappers.
How many views are we currently on with our first episode? Out for nearly an hour?
Not enough.
No, yeah, that's not enough. So make sure to go watch the past podcast that we recently
What?
did.
No,
And-
what's this
Chill
one?
it,
Road is a
chill
pro
it.
at this.
Whilst,
The road is a pro at this.
yeah, thank you, Liam. Make sure to finish this episode and then go to the other ones, and make sure to link our to my Twitch, Evan's Instagram, and our other social media accounts that are FAFFCast.
Whoa,
You
hey,
already
that's
just
chilling,
plugged it.
bro. That's cringe.
You know what? You're cringe.
Can I just ask you guys, how is your sleep schedule gone now? Because I'm going to bed at 6 a.m.
I went to
I
bed
don't
at
know how
7
you guys
a.m. last night.
I don't know how you got so bad.
No, I go to sleep at like
What?
3 and wake up at like 11.
Oh, I go to sleep at 2 and get up at 11.
sleep
I have the
podcast.
best one in this.
Yeah, see,
You know,
Liam,
that's
we're
an
like the same.
achievement.
Um,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I go to
It's
bed
grand.
at-
It works.
I go to bed at 10:30, and I don't sleep until 1 in the morning, and then proceed to wake up at 7 in the morning.
Ah,
Garode.
okay.
That's the best sleep
Okay.
schedule.
No, but this
It sucks though,
pretty far.
Done.
because I wake up and I
Sit,
stay there
like,
just
lying in
staring
bed
at.
for like 3
Guys, we're
hours.
talking over
Yeah,
them.
but he goes to sleep at the most reasonable time and wakes up at the most reasonable time.
I'm sorry, is 7 a reasonable time?
It
What's
is.
wrong with-
It is, but I don't actually get up
No.
until 10. I wait there until my mom and everyone else gets up, and then I get up. I don't know why I do it. I just wait until until my dog Riley, because we let him, like, we have like our sitting room, and we have him in there so we can drink, eat, sleep, the gamer moments. But
I like that.
my mom gets up at like 5, and she will let him out for like 10 minutes so he could go to the toilet, and then she'll bring him back in. And she'll leave the door open so we could go around the house. And usually, if my mom's not up by 7 and I'm up by 7, and he hears me just like sigh of depression, he'll jump onto my bed and just snooze with me for a bit. And it's honestly the cutest thing.
That's called bestiality, good.
I'm-
We're gonna
yeah,
have to take you down now.
proud of it.
Okay. Whoa.
Riley
Cut
is
the
an
podcast.
angel.
Cut the podcast.
Cut the tick now!
Guys,
what's
this is
your-
our host.
But
This
how
is
do-
the host. What's happening?
I may be the host, but I'm also a god.
Self-proclaimed host.
Yeah, not voted.
I want to clarify.
This was
Oh,
Well-
yeah,
not- We did not vote.
I'm sorry. Do I have the ability to mute you, Blake, and then you won't be in the podcast? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know what, girl?
Oh.
As anyone watching can see, well, listen. Yeah.
Liam.
Life, words, speak.
Liam keeps
I'm
Well said,
cool.
well spoken.
You see,
I'm good. I know.
Liam, you need to be trained properly for this, unlike me.
Dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
My YouTube days have not carried over.
Them Clash of Clans videos.
I totally
Oof.
carried you on those Minecraft fucking bookshelf video days.
Book. Oh,
I'm text.
guys, like you don't. Okay, okay, I will explain. So basically, how we like used to record fucking Minecraft, and so basically, I get my phone, it would stack books, launch
Oh.
phone in between, and it would just point at my. That's how it used to be recorded. It was so janky and just terrible. And it
I
used to be
think it
Callum
was
being really
quality.
excited and me wanting to die. That's basically what the fucking
I
thing
think I carried it. We got like so many views as well. Totally.
Callum, I think the highest one was like
How
10
many?
views.
Probably us.
I have
Yeah.
my sister and I when we were like 7 or 6. She well we had an iPad and we used to record dumb videos on it, like just like us trying to do videos. And I remember one time we pretended to run a game show, and it was completely improv, and Erin was like listing out random things she picked up as a reward, and I saw a puzzle globe, like the ones that like curve into
This cunt.
this cunt.
Can
But
we take it back?
I saw this puzzle globe, and at the time I don't know what I was thinking, but I picked it up and I looked at the camera and I said, "And this giant bouncy ball," and I fucking smashed it into the ground. And when I smashed it into the ground, it went into all the chasms, so we couldn't rebuild the puzzle. But like when I rewatch a video, Aaron's like stunned face was fucking hilarious. It was the look of disbelief and like, this is my brother.
And this giant bouncy ball. Fucking.
I'm related to
Jigsaw.
troglodyte.
Oh
Wait, you're related to Good?
yeah. You don't have
Guys,
autism, do you?
Don't worry about it. We totally know everything about each other. We like
That
last
sounds
podcast.
weird.
Last podcast we were saying that we never talk to each other, and that's true. We haven't talked to each other
But
since.
thanks
like,
to a
First time I've
global
heard that.
pandemic, we were able to talk to each other more than 1 hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And also, everybody thought I was insane, but Blake exists, as you can see. Say hi,
Yeah.
Blake. Say hi, Blake.
Oh,
I
he's not
know.
going to say hi.
Don't worry, guys. We let him out of the basement for one episode.
One
There's no bloopers too.
This
There's
is
what,
funny.
like 2 lines in the bloopers.
And if he's good enough, he'll get a Twinkie.
See, these guys like to joke about this shit. They actually live in my basement.
What?
Like, shh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Shh.
Whoa, dude, not cool.
Actually, speaking of the subject, Blake, can I be hit with the whip this time?
Evan, stop with the ASMR, please. Please.
Stop with the thing.
Stop with the what?
No.
The what?
Oh, fuck
What?
off.
I'll smash my dice.
Who?
No, Evan, please don't. I don't.
If you need another audio spike, I got you.
Tap your ass cheeks.
Has anyone else here have experience making YouTube videos except for me and Liam, the betas we are?
Callum was my
Liam.
assistant.
Liam making YouTube videos. Man got
Oh,
spooked.
I can't
Man
have
got.
YouTube.
Yeah, you
No,
can't.
I had
you can't
some.
do-
I had some that were properly recorded and had editing.
Yeah, but that was on like your Xbox 360 with like the camcorder. You couldn't even record your mic or anything.
Guys,
Yeah.
No, it
Uh,
was
I-
Xbox One.
don't worry. My setup was worse. Me, my brother, and my cousin tried to record my iPad playing Minecraft. I hope you understand.
Oh
Why didn't
yeah,
you just
you know,
install
yeah.
the fucking screen recorder?
That's what I feel
A
really
free
bad
one, a
for.
free
I
one.
feel really bad for those kids though that like try to record like videos off of their like televisions or something, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna get so many subscribers and so many views.
Boy, were they wrong.
Callum, that was us. That was us.
That
Callum.
was us.
Callum, that was
Yeah, I know
us.
that was.
That was
completely
us. It was a terrible
That,
time.
that kind of hope is cool to have though.
It's
I know,
Stuff
but it's
around.
really
Until it's
depressing.
Because you
crushed.
don't get disappointed. You forget about it.
and it's a very unique feeling. It's a very unique
I wasn't
feeling.
able to forget about it.
Yeah,
Secondary
it's a
school's a
feeling
bitch.
of
Wanted
it's,
him for
it's a
You'll never
feeling
forget
of
it. Years
waiting
of his
and
life.
waiting and waiting, and then it's
then
never gonna
having-
happen.
And
Depression.
then having Callum every time he comes
Wait.
over to your house being like, "Do you want to record a video?" And I'm, "Oh, but okay."
Just like, no.
Wait, Liam, how long ago was that?
yesterday.
10-year-old
It's like a
me.
few months ago.
You can hear Callum
It was like 2 weeks ago,
with
bro.
squeaky voice Callum. Squeaky voice.
Oh.
Callum, guys.
So, like,
That's
knowing
now.
Callum's
Oh,
height,
Squeaker Callum, probably great.
I imagine Callum will be as tall as my guitar if he's that old. That's
Oh,
giving
it
him
was,
credit,
like,
ain't it?
When we were like 8 or 9 or something.
Oh,
and
that's
we
giving him
also-
so much credit. He's definitely smaller than my guitar.
Yeah, no, probably. Like, oh, but remember, one time we made like this stadium in Minecraft, and
Oh
we
yeah.
brought
Well,
Liam, we brought Liam's
yeah.
dad into. We brought Liam's dad into it to show him, and he just did not give a fuck. He walked in, he looked, he was just like, oh, and then walked out, and then like didn't he insult our like fortress we made on the bed or something?
Yeah.
He was like,
Okay,
what
yeah.
the fuck is this?
Oh, Callum, we like that was the weirdest fucking thing. We half the bed with like a blanket and be like, "This is a fort now."
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, those were good times. The time when we snuck, the castle down the road that we had, like the
Yeah.
old path, and then there was a massive moat and everything. And we went there, and it was like no trespassing. So we trespassed.
Wait, we can't have them the podcast. We can't have them the podcast.
Callum's been a bad boy all his life.
Yes, yes, officer. This podcast right here.
The one the size of a Twinkie.
This is where they can admit to fucking trespassing.
No, there's
yeah.
just this really cool like castle. Well, it's more of a tower, but it's really cool. But,
Yeah, it's actually cool. And then there's like a massive moat. It's actually a genuine like moat, and it's like really deep. But we came back and we thought it was this massive horrible thing, and like we were just like trying to keep it a secret. And then I think one time I think we said it one time, and I was just I said it. I was just like, no, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. And then
I've sinned, Father. Just bowing down to Liam.
Turn off the flipper.
Oh, and then there was the building site like near my house. That was cool. That was like one where we'd have to jump a fence, and I remember I think I got caught one time, and I was like, no.
Are you still talking about trespass?
I mean
This is the
legally
trespassing
entering. I had reasons.
With all the necessary paperwork.
I want to.
We had it all fit.
Speaking of like our past, I want to address how Blake knew like a lot of us before we actually knew him.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Blake
that's
stalked
true.
everyone. Yeah.
Everyone.
Exactly.
He has
I watched all of you from your
like he has somehow met like a couple of us before like current events.
It's happened to many people.
Like Alex Hickey was one I did not expect.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Wow.
never expected it.
I
Name
had
dropping
to-
on the podcast.
Don't worry, that fucker.
Whoa.
That
His full name as well.
I had to.
Mr. Hickleton?
No, imagine if I just walked up to Blake. I was just
Alexander
like,
Hickle.
"Hey, what's your name?" Hello, Callum.
I remember the first day I went to town. I think Fionn was there too, and I legit didn't know if Fionn or Blake was actually Blake.
I remember me and
My only description was bright pink.
Fionn didn't
You
have
had, like,
purple hair
dark-
though.
He did
He had it at the
He
time.
He had
Colored
salmon.
hair. at the
Did he have
time.
salmon?
It was
Yeah,
salmon.
Yeah.
No, we're
It
talking
was-
about his
it was
hair,
pink,
Callum.
right? It was pink, right? But I
Oh.
didn't know
Yeah.
which pink was the correct pink. 'Cause
Um,
although it's like
The salmon.
although Blake's is a darker shade of pink, he describes it as pink. So like,
Just
But it was-
I remember
That-
I remember we were at the bench thing, and it's in a square, and I was on one side, and on the side next to me was Blake and Fionn, and they were just sitting there, and I was like, who the fuck are these guys? And I stood there for sat there for half an hour, and I had no clue. That was great.
Yeah.
The
But
first day
you
we
haven't
all met.
explained who Fionn is. You've just kind of been like Fionn. No
We
one
don't
knows
need
who.
to.
You don't need to.
It's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
New
Fionn
information.
will watch it.
He might come into this podcast one day if we feel that desperate.
He'll do a cheeky comment on the "I see
If-
you already, Fionn. I see you if you do anything."
If we feel less desperate.
Was it? But when I said Fionn had the salmon hair, Daniel just said, "No, we're talking about hair." Callum." I was like, no,
Yeah, no one noticed that.
No,
I felt very sad
no,
about it.
no, we look like rich people who he had the salmon. He had the salmon in the restaurant with a lemon. in his
When Daniel said that, I was so tempted to go, wait, what type of hair are we talking about?
Yeah, it was red,
Dick
and
joke.
then it just went down. I love how one of the conversation topics is Fionn, and he's just gonna be watching this now, and he's
Yeah,
just
he
gonna
watched
be
the
like,
last
"Oh,
one. He commented on the last one.
yeah."
Twice, actually.
Saying that
Some
you're-
guy called X Cypress
He
said,
commented share the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some guy called X Cypress
Talking
said,
over yourself.
I'm also a pretty good guy, and he said that road guy, am I right? And what a cool dude. Yeah, everyone shout out to X Cypress. I think he has a Twitch. Make sure to go follow him there.
God, stop it with the plugs, my man.
Bro, that's chilling. That's cringe, bro.
Bro, I be
Like,
popping
just
out these
out.
plugins like it's a fucking Glock, okay?
We really should do like a. We should have just done a bro count. How many times you've just said bro in one
Chilling.
fucking minute?
Bro.
Bro.
I say bro a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of things like you just pick up for no reason. Like, there's a lot of things that you say ironically, and then you just don't stop saying them unironically after that. And
Yeah,
bro is one of them.
Another one, like, Cyprus is a good. It's. Whoa. Just dead.
What?
I don't know either. Just guys, I tried to make a joke and it flopped.
Look, to the listeners, please give Liam some apologies. This is his first podcast.
did I?
Yeah.
No. No, it was
So not
funny.
only was it a flop of a joke, you barely said anything.
No.
I heard so is X Cypress at
Ooh.
Would you like to retell the joke, Liam?
No, it's dead now. It's gone. The opportunity's gone.
It's gone. It has been destroyed.
It was grabbed by the balls and twisted to a point where it cannot return.
Oh no! Don't remind me. I was sitting
Remind
outside
you.
today. I was sitting out. Not twisted ball.
Where is this going, Callum? Where is this going? You were
like
sitting
that.
outside and it's reminding
I
me.
was, I was sitting outside and I was listening to this new guy called Kings. He's actually good. And yes, so I was just sitting outside and my dog sometimes just like Odie. He's like a massive dog, right? And he like
No.
he'd walk up and he is a fat cunt. And
What a beautiful one.
He likes saying hello. He's an asshole most of the time, but he likes saying hello. And he jumped up on me onto the chair, and like you know how they jump and then obviously they land. His paw just.
Oh, I know your pain. I know it.
I knew where that was going so early, and I just
Just-
raced for
And
it.
he just keeps going. He doesn't land. He just keeps going.
It's like that video of the guy who does the backflip and it like they edit
The
it so he just
shooting,
goes in
yeah,
back.
the shooting stars.
No,
just
it's
goes
like
into
you
space.
know the frog. You know the frog with the balloons on it that just like.
Oh, that video.
Ba-
That
ba-
video is so
ba- ba-
sad.
ba- ba.
My
Really
internet
sad
just
whenever I watch that video.
fucking the booster just died.
Oh,
Rip.
Yeah.
lol.
But yeah,
Can we-
my
can we-
balls.
Well, imagine needing a booster seat for your Wi-Fi.
Oh, F in
that's
chat,
really
boys. F in chat.
F and chat, boys.
Yeah. Go the fucking
Go
tight.
road.
Damn it!
Road. When you're editing it, please like pan down to the F.
Yeah.
You have to do it now.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Damn it, I'm giving myself work.
Who keeps burping, dude?
F-
What do you
That's not
mean?
okay. No, what do you mean?
Mm,
Burping is content.
God.
okay, anyway.
Burp
Oh,
fetish
shit, burp.
podcast.
About this podcast.
Never say that again. Never say that again.
This is
I
a
swear.
fucking
No.
fart joke the podcast. Fucking terrible.
I guess you could say it's fantastic.
And-
Why? No.
Daniel, any content is good content.
Hate this.
Bro, you have got, you guys, you have watched the
Oh my
blooper.
god.
Okay, you guys have watched the blooper where it was nothing. Evan burps and Daniel just immediately goes into a conversation. It's
Yeah.
such a good cut.
Yeah, go.
Would the
go,
bloopers
go,
be-
go
yeah.
check out the bloopers because
That's
that's
not up yet.
What?
That-
There's
yeah,
should
no,
be out by
well,
the time this
yeah,
goes
but
out.
It should be out, it
yeah,
should be
but
out.
It's gonna be out by the time this is released.
Subscribe so that you get a
When they're like-
notification. Subscribe
Yeah.
and hit the bell so that you can see
Yeah.
the blooper when it comes out.
Because
Yeah.
the bloopers is basically just a show of how incompetent we are while not being so like a tiny bit less incompetent on the podcast. So
When
it's
you
like
can't,
way
like,
more
speak
fun.
coherently.
Like,
I butchered that.
they're both really entertaining, but I think the podcast is more of a long term experience.
It's
Well, the bloopers
it's a
is
time
quick and
investment.
good. Like,
Mm.
It's a long time unfunny.
it's like the Misfits. You don't laugh all the time, but there's some good moments.
It's the thing you definitely listen to in the background.
Shout out
Yes,
It's not,
no one
it's not
actually
good
wants
enough
to
to
pay
have
attention.
all your attention
Yeah,
point.
it's nice to shout out small creators like the Misfits.
Shout out to the misfits. You're usually unfunny, but you're funny sometimes.
We need to copy our intro. Rated 5 stars by absolutely no one saying.
Rated 5 stars by X Cypress, who said that one guy who wrote is amazing.
Get us verified so we can message the misfits. You're unfunny, lol.
Wrecked.
Got yourselves in competition here.
Got
By
him
the
good.
way, we are definitely talking over each other.
No, we're not. How about
Shut
you
up,
shut
Liam.
up?
You wanna
Liam,
hear
your,
the best
your
side?
opinion's invalid.
You're like burly podcast man.
Guy, can we not bully
Fairly
Liam?
podcast.
Can we not, guys, stop bullying Liam on the podcast?
Professional podcast.
Hey, but that's
Bullied me when
Liam's
I
charm. He
was
gets
even
bullied.
Officially there last time.
Bro,
Yeah,
outside
well,
the podcast
yeah,
is fine, but not during the podcast, bro.
Dude, they can't.
Like,
No,
what do you
why
want,
in the
amateur? What
podcast
do you
they'll
want,
think we're actually bullying.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not good, bro.
God damn it.
Bad for
So,
business.
guys,
Bro.
Garfield, what's up with that?
Bro, what kind of
No,
fetish
I
do you
hate
think
all
Garfield has?
What?
What type of fetish do you think Garfield has? And I'm not just talking about his obsession with lasagna.
Guys, have you listened to the new Abnormal, the new Strokes album?
I know.
He's shouting out them
That is a
small
good
creators I
album.
see.
That is a good album. Right?
It is fantastic album.
I haven't
It is
listened.
great. I have listened to that so many times, and it's been out for like 3 days.
Blind Chameleon's Jugum
I feel
album.
like it's been out for
pretty
way
good
longer
as well.
'cause I listened to
I
it
know.
like, at night.
Should listen to it endlessly.
I mean,
Does
I'm
anybody
gonna
here
see
listen
it like
to Ren?
Oh yeah, I listened to another song. It's pretty good. It's a
Ren, yeah.
yeah, it's very.
Kylo Ren makes
Oh,
music.
oh god.
I've been.
This is where we brought you on this time, Blake.
Alright, guys, the
Yeah.
podcast's over,
Very.
so like and
Make sure to hit that notification bell and make sure to subscribe in case we make further more podcasts. And make sure to go watch the previous podcast in case you want to see
Oh,
more of
shut
us,
up.
which you probably don't.
How about shut up? Willie.
I'll make you shut up with my duct tape.
Callum, real fucking mature, Jesus.
That was you.
What are you talking about? You're the one who went like Willy.
You
What a
typed
fucking child.
it,
Why are we on
mister.
I just looked in the chat.
Wait, did you actually end the podcast? That's so
No, I didn't end the podcast.
no.
Why are
of
you
course not.
fucking
You're
making
like
a
this.
joke?
Why did you go through the whole fucking thing?
That was a
Just use
joke.
an excuse to shout us out again.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the new 21 Pilots song. I like it. I like it a lot.
I haven't actually listened to that yet.
It must be a
It's-
long song if you're actively listening to it still.
Yeah.
It's one really long song.
Sorry, that was a bad
That was- I formally
It's like-
apologize.
That's like when people, it's like, I've been dancing for 5 years. It's like, you must be fucking tired.
No.
Have you seen those like retail people who hate like the customers' jokes of like, haha, printed this one off yesterday, and it's like, haha, you're so funny, aren't you? Now get out of my store. It's just like, because like if you
Sometimes
think
they never
about
leave
it,
the store.
they're basically admitting to printing money. They could just get fucking. It's like, haha, you committed a.
Haha, you're going to fucking jail, pal.
You're fucking gone.
And I'm doing tax fraud. Aren't we all quirky? Bethany.
Definitely.
Fucking Bethany. We all know a Bethany, am I right? Comment below if you know a Bethany.
I don't know anyone named Bethany.
Never heard
It's part of the.
of a
Okay,
path.
Daniel, we don't. No, Daniel.
Good. That was a massive flop. Good job.
Not as bad as Liam. Not as bad as Liam.
Aw, come on.
This podcast is a massive flop. To be honest.
Almost as
Um,
floppy as my penis right now.
Could you not?
Well, we've officially talked about all the worst things we could have talked about.
Yeah.
Garfield fetishes.
We didn't even get
Garot's
into them.
penis.
Girl having sex with his
If we're going to go at that point,
Yeah.
what? Okay, I got one question. What type of what's one celebrity? that
No,
you-
no, we went away from this topic
Wait,
Oh.
what celebrity? What?
for a reason.
Guys, I have a small story to tell.
Okay.
So at the
Go.
dinner table, my dad like came to me and he said, you know, my
Cross the
great
bridge.
grandfather saw the Titanic, and me and Kyle were like, whoa, okay, well this is a story. We haven't heard this one yet, so like obviously we really listened. He says, yeah, he was like, he went around to a lot of people, and he said like, oh, the Titanic's going to sink. I know it. I know it. It's going down. I swear. Right?
I
Obviously,
know
like
exactly
no
this.
one, obviously like
Fucking
no one
terrorist.
really paid any attention to him, and they just generally found him annoying. So he kept doing it for like, I'd say like 45 minutes at one time, and then he got thrown out of the cinema.
Oh,
Ah!
Wait till
Guys,
you
this
Evan,
should be the bad jokes
ah,
podcast.
bitch.
Bad joke.
Bad jokes.
That's up
Go
there
we're
with like,
having
I've
sex
got a
with
dog
dog.
bone. See
okay.
this? Press the dog bone and bark in their face. That's
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
level of joke.
I just realized that Titanic. You know, talking about the Titanic. For fuck's sake, fuck
Shut up,
off.
Kevin.
You only realize it now. Yeah.
Absolutely die, Mr.
God, your great grandad must have been a fucking asshole, Evan.
Was there a cinema?
Oh no!
Yeah, he
no,
spoiled
I'm
movies.
not even joking. My dad said that to us on a dinner table, and we were like, "Holy shit! Our great granddad's a fucking Titanic conspiracist. That's so cool." And it's like, no,
No,
our-
we're not.
My
We're,
disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
our family is not cool enough.
Family isn't cool enough.
You know what is cool?
Oh yeah. All the people on my dad's side and my mom's side are like guitar players and musicians.
Related.
It's like, whoa.
Okay, Daniel, you can't be the only person that's funny on this, please.
No, we all have our own select roles. Liam, the bullied. Daniel, the funny. Blake, the Blake.
Blake.
Blake is just
Wait.
Blake.
Blake.
And
Yeah.
the rest of us don't have roles. We're not important enough.
We're
I
not-
edit the
How bad,
videos.
Daniel.
The
Tell him I
editor.
wouldn't take that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
What?
I
What?
wouldn't take that. Liam called you bad Daniel.
Okay. What
Bad
were you
Joe.
saying, Liam? Come back
Yeah.
to me when you stop cutting out.
Oh, am I still cutting out?
Sometimes a little bit.
Oh no.
You know, the next time he starts doing it, just nobody say anything.
Just laugh in his face.
Just like once when he like finally stops talking.
Haha, loser.
No.
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 Watch live. Governor Newsom provides latest update on coronavirus. I'm sick of fucking talking about the coronavirus.
I'm sick of the coronavirus.
We literally had a
For
podcast
real.
yesterday about
Yeah.
talking about the
For
coronavirus.
real.
Yeah, I know, but like that was
Petition to
'cause it
stop
was-
coronavirus.
Not
Dude,
cool
this
anymore, guys.
This, this
It was
is so
it was
old.
funny for a while,
It's
but
not funny
anymore.
anymore.
Come on.
Getting old.
Cop fucking
It's
on.
now cringe,
It's
bro.
it's like Evan's voice crack. It was funny once, but never again.
I don't understand why Boris Johnson hasn't done that thing that I said he should do before.
You
He
know,
was on his deathbed and he literally just, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
Blake.
know what, it's fine.
Please
What are you talking
explain
about?
the
man?
podcast. Please. It's
I
a
said
brilliant
that
strategy.
if okay. Say you were in Boris Johnson's shoes a few days ago, not anymore, and
Almost
you were
dead.
put in intensive care, yeah, from this virus, and you're on your deathbed. You could just, if you knew you were gonna die, why don't you just make a public announcement and be like, guys,
Oh yeah.
I have a confession. Everything about the coronavirus was faked.
It's
It
a
was all just a
conspiracy.
test. It was conspiracy. The government actually just wants your lives to be held. They're using it. They get endless money from this. So all you need to do is just stop this lockdown, right? Don't listen to what the government says because they're all corrupt and lying to you. And go and overthrow them. And then you just die. And then you won't have to worry about it. And the country just
Next
goes
thing-
into ruin.
so good,
Like-
so good.
Labour
I think-
voters emerge.
PSA dies.
I think the coronavirus is a cover so that everyone's inside. No one's gonna see the government putting new batteries in the birds.
Shit, Daniel, that's pretty good. Like
What the
that's
fuck?
reasonable.
Yeah.
No, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yes.
It's
They,
Oh,
look
Evan,
like
what-
they look like tumors.
It's-
Oh,
They're
Disgusting.
putrid, disgusting, malformed beings, and I'm glad we never see them.
Oh, yeah.
Gee.
I think,
Well,
I think it's a conspiracy that the government hides the baby pigeons so that everybody's fearful every time they leave their house.
I think that's how Liam looked when he was born.
Liam, your spirit animal,
Still fucking look.
your
Oh,
spirit
wow.
animal is horrible because they make their homes on other dead pigeons' graves. It's horrible.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, don't we
Fully
kind of do
leave
that too?
podcast.
Is like apparently under every bill, I saw something. I don't know how true this is, but apparently, because of like all the people who've died and stuff, there's like apparently 160 billion people have ever lived. Like humans. So the chances are, you're like every house or building is built on top of at least one person's like grave
yeah,
I'm like-
but like,
Mm.
I guess.
from like hundreds or even thousands of years.
Oh my
I don't know how
god.
true it is. But,
I wonder if they can,
Well,
if the
yeah,
ghosts
but
can hear me
it's not-
masturbate.
It's not that's not the point. It's that like they make it on the corpse when the corpse is still fresh. That's the issue.
Yeah, they make it
Also-
because there's a corpse there.
They
Yeah,
do
the
it, like,
stench is
unconsciously,
really
you
getting
just
bad.
don't realize.
Have you
Garrod
s-
mentioned
like
spirit animals quickly. Garrod mentioned spirit animals. Can we all like?
No, I
can we
did.
ask
Fuck you.
or someone mentioned spirit animals. So,
Spirit animals, am I right?
Spirit animals, please. Like, what are people's spirit animals?
I think
I don't know.
Evan's like the closest thing you could get to a bear. I think a nice,
An animal.
It is a bear. I'm like a brown grizzly bear. Yes.
yeah, ground. Liam, I'd say you're a bit of a pigeon.
Well, yeah, it has to be.
Oh wow.
Oh
Like-
no shit!
Mm,
Wow, that's
like-
crazy.
That's just. I would not have thought that.
I think Blake's a sloth.
Why? No, Fion's
would-
the sloth.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
Fion's
but-
the sloth, he's
Fion's
really big
the
eyes.
sloth.
no. Fion's
Then what
like
do you
a-
koala.
think you are?
Fion's like a
Blake's koala.
magpie. He likes shiny things and he's greedy as fuck.
No, Colin, that's you.
No,
Like
no,
you're
I'm
greedy
not.
as shit.
Your
Am I-
entire like being of being on this podcast is to make money.
I like money.
No, it's not. Okay, that's
I like
no.
money.
That,
Slanderous lies.
that was slander. I'm suing you for slander.
Quoted by Colin. Let's make this a 45% cut.
No, but
25, sorry.
no,
Let's just split
I'm
this
doing-
one 6 ways.
Will be
I'm
fine.
doing it because I have nothing better to do with my life, and it's
We know.
but you know, fuck you. You know what?
Callum, masturbation is always an option.
Trust me, I've gone down that road. It's not a good road to go down.
Oh, it's a great road.
I think it's always an option.
I think I would
Okay.
say the mammoth, but no, it's
Okay,
a lion.
now
It's a
listen.
lion for me. You know, wait. You know what? You know what dog I'd love? I would love a German Shepherd, right?
Wow, I think Cam's spirit animal is definitely like a chihuahua or something.
Yeah, 100%.
Not only a chihuahua, the one that the Karen has, the one that screams and shouts.
The ones that
And-
they carry around in their handbags.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Rachel's
I-
gonna-
No,
Callum,
the mostly-
Rachel carries Callum around in her handbag.
But you fuck off.
Context: Rachel's
Chihuahua
Colin's
boy.
girlfriend.
No, okay, wait, no. Callum's like a mostly shaved poodle. Like,
What about Daniel, though? What
they
about-
have, like the hair on very specific?
Oh, what?
parts
Yeah,
of their
what
body.
is Daniel?
What is Daniel? I think Daniel is like a fucking dog. It's a pug.
Why would it be a
No,
pug?
what's
Daniel-
an
no,
Daniel's
animal?
spirit
What's an animal
animal
that
is Ella.
like?
Ella,
Oh,
Ella hates me, so yeah.
You know,
Yes,
was it a koala? Because they always look a koala.
No,
'cause
I was saying a koala for Blake
eucalyptic-
because
eucalyptus,
they're constantly, you know,
Yeah, I was
out,
gonna
and
say.
then when they're not, they're fucking ferocious. So yeah, Blake.
Blake's a koala. We've decided that you're a koala, Blake.
Because
Oh,
of the eucalyptus.
Yeah, because the species are almost extinct.
Very hard to find a Blake nowadays.
Yeah, their species is nearly extinct. and nobody gives a shit.
Blake.
That's why he's in the basement and we can't leave him out.
We actually just caught one and put it on the podcast.
It's actually just species protection having him in the basement.
So what about Daniel? Daniel is someone we haven't discovered.
I was gonna say, I don't.
I
They're
think-
so unique that I don't know.
It's definitely a type of dog. I think Daniel is just the closest thing you could get to a type of dog.
Is okay? Is there any dog that's like pretends to get scared easily and just shouts?
Riley!
Riley.
Riley!
No.
It's a mix between a
Yes,
Shih Tzu and a
major
Japanese
dog.
spit. And a Shih Tzu and a Japanese spit. So Shih Tzu. Let's go with a Shih Tzu.
Mm.
Daniel's a Shih Tzu.
You are a Shih Tzu, Daniel. Well done.
Why would he fucking okay?
Why
Yes,
am I
I'm a
like?
Shih Tzu.
I like
yeah,
how he
why am
doesn't
I'm
get
a
to choose.
You know what's
Yeah.
the creep? I hate it. I hate bats. Have you? No,
Mmm.
Oh, I
Bats
could.
are just annoying, am I right?
No, their wings. Have you seen like? I remember one time like I was outside. My dad brought me outside and like bats were just flying around my house, and it was just weird, man. I was just
Bro, have you guys seen
So
fruit bats
odd.
though? Fruit
You were
bats are
just, like,
fucking
when you were,
adorable.
like 2 years old.
It was cool. It was cool, but like they had like I don't know. They look weird. Imagine one clawing onto you. I would freak my shit. I
No,
would, like,
a fruit bat, I wouldn't mind it because the fruit bats are so cute. They are really cute.
Yeah,
They-
some bats are really cute, but like other bats give me nightmares.
You know, they're pretty cute if they're up close and tame, and you're just like, oh, it's a pretty cool guy. And then they're really scary when they're flying at you with fucking coronavirus.
Don't
Literally
that.
sea
don't
penguin.
take a bite.
yeah, I was gonna say next. If Boris Johnson was gonna die, I
Just
really
maintain
hope.
social distance from it.
I really hope, as his last act as prime minister, he just ran down the street naked. like,
Ran down
just
the street naked, like gets out of hospital, runs down the street naked, and just collapses.
What's that thing he says? What's the
bloody
thing he says?
rapscallions. I was gonna
He's
say.
like, I'm a rapscallion. Look at me.
No, but the hugest smile on his face. When he's on the floor dead, he just has the hugest smile on his face. Like, he's proud of what he did.
Nobody would touch him with like a 10-foot pole because he's fucking Boris Johnson naked.
And
And he has the virus.
And no,
if
no,
I had a
no,
fly
not
swatter, I
even
That's not a- that's not a
100%
fact.
would have
Like
snagged
Blake
that.
was the only logical point. Made the only logical point of it.
Do you think you can train Boris Johnson like a Nazi zombie?
Probably.
It'll take down. Yeah, he'll care. He'll take down this video.
The FAFFCast.
Yeah, you know those 6 idiots that made a podcast.
Bro,
has
that would get
30
so many views. That would get so many views. If you said, like, yeah, our video got taken down by fucking Boris Johnson.
Yeah, no.
Boris Johnson!
Boris
took down
Johnson,
our
please
video.
take down this video for us.
Imagine the
It
clickbait.
would mean a lot.
But what about my spirit animal? What you guys think? Okay, thank you guys.
Maybe like
No.
A hyena.
Honey badger.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Say my name.
No.
Oh crap.
Oh, I was gonna do that. No.
Say my name.
So,
my name.
Liam's a pigeon. Evan's a brown
It's
grizzly
from a
bear.
song called Say My Name.
Blake's a koala. Daniel's a shih tzu. And
I'll be honest, I don't know what a fucking shih tzu even looks like.
I
It's
love
a
how we just
dog.
came from speaking
Little
about
fluffy
Boris
happy dog.
Johnson, speaking about spirits animals, going back to Boris Johnson running down the street saying bloody rapscallions while naked and then dying halfway through and then animals again. What the fuck is going
I'm
on?
a shih tzu. That's embarrassing, guys.
you just
Did you look it up?
Yeah, a shih tzu is a toy dog breed. Fuck off.
You're a certain type of toy.
Perfectly.
Made in
I
fucking-
hate
And I'm a honey badger. For some reason.
If you put your dog in a handbag, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I remember
It's just like,
there's some person.
Is that animal?
Evan, there's some person I know. I'm not going to say the name because honestly I despise this person. But she said that she wanted a small dog, to a point where if you actually looked at the dog, he probably couldn't survive. Like it couldn't. Its lungs were would be so small that it would die on the spot.
that's
So and
Oh.
that
What are you guys talking about? I get
Like-
zoned out.
because
Daniel, we're talking about you dying on the spot in someone's handbag.
Okay. He's actually right.
I'm not against it.
That'd be so hard.
Dog breeds are entirely unstable
Dying in
and
someone's
will
handbag
die
would be kind of a
instantly.
vibe, yeah.
dog like force breeding in general is just really bad for
Yeah,
dogs.
like there was a case of someone breeding a horse and a zebra,
What?
and the child that came out of that
God.
breed survived for a week and
The-
was horribly malformed. Yikes!
But did it
nice.
have cool stripes?
no.
Priorities,
It
guys.
just
Come on.
looked like a zebra, but it looked like malformed.
It's
So
just-
shit,
Did it have
but-
human features, or was it just a really weird looking horse?
Human.
Why would it have human features, Daniel?
Daniel, are
Why
you
would it have
listening?
human
Wait,
features?
what are we talking about?
We're talking about a horse and a zebra smashing me.
Oh,
Like,
horse
what
and a
the-
zebra.
Oh, I
I thought it was
remember
a zebra and a human.
What
Oh
the
my god!
I've been very
No!
I heard this
No!
completely wrong.
there was this man who made a specific time of how would you put it, intriguing videos of him with a horse and his the horse's iron rod, right? I'm not gonna say that.
Iron rod.
Goes into the
Long
man,
flesh stick.
and his organs literally get crippled by the massive iron rod. And he dies. He just dies. And
Did he
it's on
actually-
video.
Why
because
do you
it's-
watch?
it's,
Is
um,
Reddit 50-50?
Was that Reddit 50-50?
No.
Why do people
it
watch
was,
that shit, dude?
it was his name
It's
was
just
Mr.
free
Horse.
time.
I think it was Mr. It was hard. I didn't see it, but like.
Wait, what's the name of it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't
Tom's
look
a
it
long
up.
time
Wait,
viewer.
Wait, what was the name of the video? What's the name of the video?
Mr. Horsey or something.
We're gonna play the video.
Make sure, guys, to comment below about
No.
how long did you last while watching Mr. Horsey,
Oh my God.
with a time frame.
I think it was Mr. Horsey or Mr. Hands. Mr. Hands, I think.
Mr. Hands, make sure to go subscribe to him as well.
You'll find.
Didn't he just?
stumble.
Didn't
Wait, what are
Callum
you
just
guys
say that he's
talking about?
Yeah, no, he's dead now. The video-
Bro, hashtag rest in peace. As a tribute, you should go subscribe to our channel.
Because he recorded it. Like I think he
Maybe if
did
we shout him out, he'll shout us out.
from the
What is
fucking
it?
way.
What is it? he
Not sure about
recorded?
that one.
What? What play?
What was it he recorded? Like what you talking?
Oh my god.
Oh, no, we don't. Do we want to go? Alright, it was a dude who who smashed a horse, but the iron rod was so big that it crippled his organs and he died.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because have you seen one of those?
Have you seen horse?
Oh, I've seen him up close.
Yeah. No,
I've played Red Dead Redemption.
Oh.
Well, I'm playing it right
The
now.
dynamic horse balls.
You see, like a duck's
Alright, this is
penis.
what I got the game for.
Why are we talking about penis?
Weren't we talking about
Yeah.
Boris Johnson like 10 minutes ago? What the fuck?
It's been a car crash all the way through. Let's just finish the job. Let's
Like that one Reddit
Let's
50
just
video.
let's just like pull out of the tree and then like smash into it again. Just keep doing it until this.
How long is this one win going, Grod?
54 minutes.
Oh,
We're almost done.
too long.
Well, like, we did to like 15 minutes, so when we get to an hour and 15, like, hour and 20 minutes, I'll end it.
Now Grod's gonna spend 8 hours editing this down to like 20 minutes. Gonna edit out all the bits of us talking about horse penis death.
No, I'm gonna keep them in. I'm gonna keep that in. That's great. It's great content.
He's gonna
See,
edit it
well-
so it's a 2-hour video of us just us repeating the loop.
You know,
Shh.
doing these shows how horribly incompetent we all are.
I think that we're like incredibly competent with life.
Socially incapable.
Socially
okay.
incapable of fucking interacting with each other.
Yeah.
It's hard for us guys. You don't realize.
Make sure to go subscribe so that we can continue
Oh
this.
my God! Will you shut up? about this? Please, they'll do it if they want to, man. Leave them alone.
We'll make them want to.
Yeah, you don't understand. We
There's
know
nothing
people.
we can do to make them want to subscribe.
We,
to it.
we know a man by the name of Blake, and he'll come and get you.
We'll release them.
You think I was?
This
you
isn't a
think I-
threat, it's a promise.
You think I was screaming Blake because I thought he was in the pod? No, he was in my room. He was attacking me vigorously.
We're gonna release them like how they released the hounds.
Release Mr. Burns.
Release the
Yeah,
hounds.
the Simpsons has just gone down. Well, no, I never really noticed the difference, but apparently a lot of people do.
Yeah, the animation, like the original animation,
The animation looks way better.
it looks way better, but it's lost.
It
It's
looks almost. It has no personality. It looks almost too polished for something good.
like when you see the bus, like in the first episode, you saw a bus and you would see the actual bus curve because they didn't really have a sense of build of the characters, so everything was all like moldy in that, and it was really good, like okay animation, but with the yeah, it was
It was really good. It was okay.
like considering that the characters looked really off from like in a weird way. They got it later on, but then it went way too clean later on.
No. Okay, during the Simpsons movie, right? That's when they got it absolutely like perfect with the new style mixed with the characteristics of the old one, and then it just stopped doing that for the rest.
Yeah, I think
And
there's
then
gonna
now
be
it's
another
just-
Simpson movie, by the way.
The Simpsons art style, where it all went wrong.
Where did we go wrong?
Where did we go
Where
wrong?
did we go wrong?
What did we?
I spent
Well,
8
yeah,
hours
yeah,
editing a
70%
blooper video that I
of the
can't
Boris
upload right
Johnson
now.
Being naked. I think that's where we
I
went
think-
wrong.
I think that's the only way to go.
It's life and it's dignity. We lost dignity.
Dignity.
Yeah.
It's turmoil.
Does anyone have another topic that we can go into?
I wrote down one topic the last time. We can do that one.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah.
One second.
Go on.
Blake
Pick me.
should get back in the basement.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. Blake,
That's
come on.
literally the one note I took from when we were talking.
We got like the chains now. We just have the shackles and we just bring them back. Why are we bullying Blake? Blake's just like,
Yeah,
Blake's just like, why are we bullying? You see,
Lying down.
Guys, bring him into my room. I want to play with him a little.
oh my god,
Nice.
the police will be knocking at our doors any minute now.
Well, like your doors, because you're an IRA
Well,
member.
the
So
garage.
like,
FBI, open up!
FBI, open up!
Jesus Christ.
Why? What did we say about screaming? What did we
Audio
say about?
Don't worry, I'm the one editing it.
At the name
Yeah.
end. You guys scream.
I'm the one doing all the work.
Sorry, Gerard,
You
if
really
you're
are.
doing all the work, can I funny mics?
What do you call
No,
it
no, 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 no.
right now? Are you saying this
No.
isn't work?
You should've
No,
seen-
it's
you should've
torture.
seen,
Yeah,
you
we're
should have seen
working.
me and Daniel yesterday freaking out shit on patrol on
Oh, we better play Armor like tonight
Yeah, no.
with me because I really want to play it.
Sick,
We
yeah.
can bring him on patrol and we'll be like, Callum, can you hear anything? It was- because Daniel can't.
I couldn't hear anything last night when we were playing, so it was just like Callum would be like, "Oh shit!" and I'm just like, "Are we getting shot at?" Like I can't
I
hear
had-
anything in the game.
Just
I
a
can hear
deaf person, like just a deaf person on patrol of a fucking like
get
war
shot,
zone.
start screaming, and I'm just
We
like,
were-
"Are we getting shot at?"
we walked besides a wall, like into like an entry, and then just a machine gun started firing, and we were like, shit. And
Why
we
did
just-
we leave
um,
the deaf guy? Why did we leave the deaf guy in the espionage section of the military?
shit. I know we were talking about diversity, but not this.
Like rights to cripples and all, but god damn it!
Fuck's sake, man. Oh, you know, if we were ever monetized, we demonetized instantly.
Like we're
Oh,
not getting monetized like yet.
We have to
Yeah,
wait
yeah.
till like a lot. If we get
Like even if we get enough views or enough like watch time to get monetization, we're not getting monetization for a while.
Yeah, we can.
will there be monetization at that point?
100,000
YouTube is so goddamn
subscriber
unstable. I don't think there'll be. Wait,
Guys,
actually, who
Instead of
would
people
have it?
watching-
If we got the 100 subscriber plaque, who would be the one that would
We'll
keep
cut it
it?
into 6 pieces.
Wait,
Literally
that's-
buzzsaw
that's a
it, it's
thing.
different.
What?
100. Is
Yeah,
that
there's a
thing?
100,000.
Oh,
million.
100. 100.
It's the silver one.
100.
if we get 100
I thought you said 100 subscriber. And I
No,
was
no,
like,
100,000.
100,000.
But who would
If we
keep
get
it though?
You growed.
Thank you.
no, we'd all
I don't
split
wanna
it
be
into
burdened with that.
6 pieces.
Burden?
Second
Never.
land.
Oh, not the impact.
It's like that mission in that quest in
Guys.
Skyrim where like they split up the Mehrunes Razor into like the
My-
6 pieces and you have to go across
My
Skyrim.
mic hasn't been working for the past like.
Ah, nice.
I've been speaking and everyone was ignoring me.
Yeah, you're-
Like usual.
Um,
Nothing different.
okay, but like, if we got 100,000 subscriber plaque, by that point, if we had 100,000 subscribers, we would have like a cool studio to record.
A studio.
Ooh.
A
Yes, obviously.
Studio,
I'm
bro.
joking. God.
We would definitely have someone who would have their own house because we would definitely be. It would take like 5 years for us to get there.
You
I'm-
could probably just do it here.
At your
I'm-
yeah.
Yeah,
To be fair.
Maybe-
And I have the PA system, right? If we all get, it can take one mic input, but it can take like a lot of instrument inputs. If we can get mics that use instrument inputs, we can just use the PA system hooked up to like a laptop or something. Or,
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Ah,
And
man.
plus, maybe you
Oh my
might like
God,
at that time
guys.
have a PC or something.
Oh my god,
If you're
guys,
that
face
hopeful.
reveal, oh my god.
it doesn't have to be a face
Whoa.
reveal. Like, we'll
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
here.
I think if we actually record it with a camera, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
We do a face reveal with no pictures or camera or anything.
Clickbait.
I have the couch and stuff. Like,
It would be
See, the only
a
person
real
that
vibe.
has the profile picture as the face is Blake, as you can see with the old grandpa.
Yeah.
That's what Brandon.
He's the.
You know you have to do it.
That's
You're
what
saying
Blake
I'm not
looks like.
master.
Well, like, then again, if they go to my Twitch, which is in the description below,
Oh
you'd
my
see my
God.
face, and you'd also see Evan's on his Instagram profile. So like,
You'd also see my incredibly high quality streams in 1080p.
You see
My enormous
hate-
subscriber count.
remember,
Zero.
remember,
actually,
back-
I'm on like, how many followers are on? I forgot how much followers I'm on.
remember
Subscribers.
No, they're
remember
followers.
YouTube
Subscribers are
before
different.
Where every channel name used to have HD in it.
Oh,
They always had high
Ew.
The
def.
golden days.
Everyone talks about this like he's a fucking old man. It's like
78,
back in
78
my-
followers.
But the FAFFCast HD,
Ah,
we won't be
That's
high
because
def.
that's because like if people like because people are making the transition from like worse off cameras to like high definition. That's the
Yeah,
point.
I know,
Like,
but
it was a good decision to make because it means your videos are quote unquote higher quality.
oh, I remember I did that once, but I didn't actually have high definition. I just thought it was cool.
Just fucking lied to them, bro.
Damn to your audience.
That's false advertisement. You're getting sued.
Damn it!
We're suing you. The
I'll
podcast.
see you in court.
Yep. I'm gonna stab
This
your
is
ass.
just a confession podcast, guys.
Yeah, Callum has trespassed property multiple times.
Bro, fuck this dog.
You know it.
You know it. You're not meant to say that. You're meant to deny it.
What? Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well.
By
Whoopsie.
the way, guys,
Yes, officer.
yeah.
This podcast right here.
the same
Yeah,
Joe.
leave going.
This is very late, but what's Armor 3? I know it's like a military shooter,
Okay,
but what is it?
Armor Tree's like, okay, there's like a couple areas in Armor Tree where like you can have a bit more of a role play game, and then another one is just like a big TDM or a big like LT like last team.
Okay, Callum.
Like it's just think of like
you were gonna
what
get away
Modern
with that?
Warfare said it was, a realistic shooter. Armor Tree is like like a really realistic shooter compared to Modern Warfare.
You guys want to do some Armor 3 ERP?
Well,
Are you ERPing in my server?
ERP. No ERP.
ERP.
Not cool.
So what's the time at now? Because mine's at 4 minutes because I have to leave and rejoin.
1 minute,
Yes.
1 minute and 5 minutes.
I'd say let's leave it here.
1 minute and 5 minutes.
1 minute and 5 minutes.
An hour and 5 minutes. That's our current time span.
Yeah.
We have less like crap that needs to be edited out in this.
That's probably like
Yeah,
a
so
50-minute video.
Okay. So
Yeah.
will we leave it here, guys?
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the FAFFCast. Make sure to watch our previous episodes, and make sure to also follow all the links down below in the description. And make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching.